It's hard to imagine now, but the first tractors to work the land in New Zealand were two-wheel drive. It meant they often got stuck.
It was a young Kiwi contractor who worked out a way to make Massey Ferguson tractors four-wheel drive, a major development that the world took note of. Jendi Harper reports.
This is Colin Davidson's very first tractor, an American-built Allis-Chalmers.
You've been a wonderful old tractor. Just goes and goes and goes.
Still goes?
Yeah, too right, yeah.
At 93, Colin has a few years on his old metal mate, which he still likes to fire up for old time's sake, as evidenced by the petrol can with his name on it. In a fuel crisis, you can't be too careful, even here. The Central Southland Vintage Machinery Club, where it's a surprise to find most of these old-timers are more than display pieces. Back in the day, Massey Fergusons, made in England, were a farmer's favourite. But those early machines were two-wheel drive only, and Kiwi farmers needed a bit more grunt. Enter a good, keen Southland contractor who'd long ruminated about the inefficiencies of two-wheel drive tractors.
I was working on the tractor and the front wheels were digging down into the fresh dirt and in between the furrows and that sort of thing. I couldn't help thinking if those little wheels were a lot bigger and were driven, it would be a hell of a lot better tractor.
Colin drew up some plans and went to work.
Some of the other contractors and people around says, "Oh, don't waste your time doing that, you know, get on with your work."
It wasn't long before the naysayers were placing orders for Colin's four-wheel drive conversion kits.
How many tractors did you convert to four-wheel drive?
110. Some of them went even into the North Island.
Were they all Massey Fergusons?
Yes, and the reason for that was that they were the ones that had the power takeoff at the back. The four-wheel drive is driven from the shaft that comes out of there.
Did you notice an instant difference?
Oh yes. It could climb up around the hills and through swampy areas and could push and pull a lot more.
For those wanting a full mechanical rundown, I'd recommend Colin's book, Innovative Contracting. So innovative that Massey Ferguson sent a team from England to see how Colin had managed to get those front wheels working the way they were.
What did they think about the four-wheel drive when they saw it in action?
Well, they certainly took notice, and in due time they started to produce them in the factory. So.
It took Massey Ferguson 5 years to manufacture their own four-wheel drive tractors. In the meantime, Colin had formed a partnership with a Southland firm selling their tractors, JJ Limited.
They then went to JJ's to buy a tractor, and they wanted the four-wheel drive on it. Jack would sell them the tractor and turn them over to me for the four-wheel drive to go on.
You had a good little thing going.
This is actual footage of Jack and Colin talking tractors. And at JJ Limited headquarters on the outskirts of Invercargill, now a fourth-generation business, they still have the handwritten record of every tractor sale and every four-wheel drive conversion.
Revolutionary, really. I mean, it was just... I don't think the rest of the world was staggered to see what he did. And all they could do was follow suit.
Just about need a lift to get me up in there.
Tractors have grown a lot over the years.
Never thought we'd see them that size.
In the 1960s and 70s, Colin's contracting business grew too. He bought a small plane and he and wife Valerie piloted it to drop off supplies when working in far-flung reaches.
Because she was a big part of the business too.
She certainly was, yes. I couldn't have got better. She was the love of my life.
Between them, the Davidsons earned 5 life memberships from organisations they'd given countless hours to. And the shed where some of Colin's old tractors are stored is officially the Colin Davidson Room.
Everything becomes a museum piece eventually, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Me included, I think.